It's my third attempt to go live, Tom Fury Zero News. So if you see this, then I'm sorry about the first one stopping. Either YouTube or Prism decided to stop working. So I'm going to have to wait 24 hours to read the comments that you put down on there. You probably won't get a notification for this because it will rattle the notifications me trying to restart the live. So I'm not going to stick on it for too long. It's a real shame though, because I saw comments coming up. There was a conversation to be had. I wasn't even close to finished, but I'm too irritated now because, like I say, it's crashed 3 times, and I don't know if it's going to do it again, which is why I'm going to not stay on too long because I'm going to put my fist through it if it keeps doing it. Although I think it was Prism, and I'm directly on YouTube at the moment. So I wanted to just give you a glimpse at the things that I told you before, whether it's people attacking before or the other way around when he's attacking other people, or if it's Tommy or any big name on YouTube. There's always, or small names on YouTube when when attacked by people of similar size, or when you've got to rile up a bunch of smaller channels together. What you do if you're a bigger channel and you rile up a bunch of small channels is you create all that forceful contextual engagement. Yeah, what you basically do is you've got the same power as a big channel and you've manipulated it because you've got entire communities to react. So you've got maybe 5 channels of 1,000 subscribers. But 1,000 subscribers, like for instance, my channel has always been between 50 to 70% of people unsubscribed who watch. Most channels are the same. There's very few channels that are anything like 80 or 95% subscription rate per people watching. So you think about that, you're getting to a much bigger audience than you realize. So when people manipulate your channels, don't think they don't know all that. They see the traffic. It goes, and the traffic is everything because it's the engagement. Once they get annoyed, they're guaranteed to check every channel, including yours, which keeps driving the engagement. Once the dam is broken and the river's going that way, how do you think videos go viral? It's not through word of mouth. It's through algorithms going, oh, this is okay, okay. Let's open the river. Let's open the dam. Open the dam now. Right now, put the full force behind it. This is a money maker. This is a money maker because at the end of the day, it's always about the money, the engagement, everything. There's only 2 things YouTube care about: engagement because it's money, and liability because it's the one thing that can fuck the first thing. That's it. That's not opinion. I can get their AI to say it. I can get their YouTube to say it. I can get them to say it. It's no secret. It's not a conspiracy. This is how they work. This is how Hollywood worked before them. It's how their AI is structured and modeled, as all other AI is. It's structured to extract from you without giving back. Well, actually, there's one thing it gives back, and that's dopamine hits to make you addicted. But you get my point. So no sound. Is it all right? Yeah. Um, 1 2 3 4 1 2. Oh, because I'm on YouTube, so I haven't got a sound check. Okay, okay. Yeah. So I want you. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So I wanted you to hear this, not from me, but from YouTube themselves. That is, look, I have to excuse me a bit light on my feet today. Look, that's you. I don't know if I can show you. Oh, I can. That's YouTube's custom gems. Yeah, their AI. Oh, come on. It's their AI, Gemini. All I'm doing is going straight to source. Push the weights a bit, but still, I'm going straight to source. I'm going straight to YouTube. So I want to show you it because I can show you my numbers and I can do all these other things, but I want you to hear it from them. I want you to hear it from those fuckers because they're the people that encourage this and they push people to do this. Look at all the top influencers. Look at what happens when they are asked, why don't you send out a positive message? Because when I do, people don't click on it. Is the answer every time. People are encouraged to behave badly, and some of them don't need much an excuse, do they? Do they? you know? And we all can get involved in drama sometimes because we all get frustrated and think that's normal. But these people thrive on it. And this is the message I've been trying to put out for the last few days, is that if they can get you upset or get you on the defensive, they're already smiling. Because they're horrible. You know, these are not nice people, but they're already smiling because they know even if you don't lash back, your audience might, so on, so forth. That's why certain people who I've had on the channel recently wouldn't put down their own mods or audience because it's rule number one. Don't upset the sycophants. Because those sycophants are what's propping your channel up. And if you upset those sycophants, they'll tear that channel down completely. That's the problem with having sycophants around you. Like, it's good while the cult's good, but if they ever turn on you and you know it, that's why these people are in the position they're in. They've grown. It's not their fault, by the way, that these cults have grown. That's how people have gone tribal on online. Thankfully, it's not everybody. It is just a small percentage, by the way. Don't think I'm saying this about all of you. It's a very small percentage of people. I wouldn't like to guess on the exact percentage because a lot of them have got multiple accounts. So it looks like there's more than there is. Yeah, there's a certain type of people, and you understand what I'm saying. Sorry about this. That's what it was like yesterday. I was in the hospital. I was trying to do what you're trying to do in there, yeah? And honestly, I swear to God, and it wasn't over the subject. It was like every fucker was phoning, and it was like it was like my phone had found a new maximum volume. I swear to God, I've never been so fucking embarrassed. I never wanted to break the phone or shut it up so quickly. Fuck's sake, it was doing my head in. I was like, please stop, please shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. But yeah, listen, I wanted to say as well. So I hope that means something to someone because people are quoting AI on here to me again, forgetting that there is no such thing as AI. But if you want to use it, let's use it for what it's good at: prediction, text, and quoting its own rules. So and quoting its own mechanics. So let's hear it, and you've heard it for yourself. It thrives on all of that bollocks. Um, as for me, I want to, when I'm ready, I want to get back to growing the channel again. As I said, I've lost only a few subscribers, but it still sucks because it's the first time we've regressed a bit. I knew it would happen because you can't take a break and you can't talk about this kind of stuff that I have done without having a small impact. The fact that it's only been about 6 or 8 people is actually a godsend because normally when something like this happens, you could be losing 50 people. So it hasn't gone that way at all. So, I will put out, better and better videos. I've still got the other one ready to go, but I just, um, but I want to say I know that the video I did last night was very bipolar in some ways, and perhaps shouldn't have. Well, I know it shouldn't have been made, and I only made it for the reasons that I said to you last night. So excuse me, I just got to do something quick. But if I hadn't got that out last night, it would have haunted me and bothered me, and the few hours sleep I got wouldn't have happened. So I do apologise. So I want to say calmly now that again, I really, really appreciate all of you. You've been fucking amazing, and I didn't ask for it, and I didn't mean for all this to happen the way it has. Certainly not publicly. I never imagined, ever imagined going for anything like this publicly. I don't like the fact that we have our lives public and online. Do you know what I mean? So normally, most of my problems I don't talk about on here. I know you think I do, but I don't. I would never normally mention stuff like this. But it was done. But I needed to do what I needed to do. But let me just say, I do appreciate the support from people both in front of the camera, sorry, on here and behind the scenes. Um, I really do thank you. But what I am going to do for the benefit of the channel and for the benefit of the watcher, because you don't come here for this regardless of what's going on with me, is that I'll move back to doing the videos. That's why I've started today doing that, the video that I did. But going back to doing the videos that I'm here for and here to entertain you with, pushing AI and getting the truth. And I will be doing that. It's just to be a slow process getting back on my feet totally. But I'm not the reason I'm saying this to you is I'm not going to talk about what I'm going through after this because it's not going to be good for the channel. So if I do that, please don't think I'm hard. Please don't think I don't care. Please don't think I've forgotten about him or anything. It's not that at all. It's that that stuff should have always been kept private. So after this, I'm cutting it off and just doing my job on here. So I just want anybody that's watching to understand that I don't want you to think I've gone cold or don't give a fuck. Nothing could be further from the truth. I just knew right from the beginning this is the wrong medium to be having this going on. But coming on, spending time with you guys and creating something right now, I think would be good anyway. I think it'd be good for me. I think and to try and offer some hope and try and offer some solutions and to do good things rather than all the other shit. I think that would be a good thing for me to do anyway. On a good day, let alone a bad day. So I'm going to continue with that mission to try and help where I can, try and be a voice where I can, and try and keep growing. That's all we can do. So yeah, I'm going to do that. But I wanted to explain a few things. And also just offer you that because I was sort of messing around with the AI at the time and I was like, oh, well, this is the answer. It wasn't expected to get so easily. So I just wanted to share it with you. So like I said, I'm sorry that was split over the videos. It just cut me off twice for no reason. So I apologise. So if anybody on here doesn't understand fully what I'm talking about, there's a previous live from about half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago that got cut off. That's where the conversation started. My cat's having a mental, and I need to be careful in case he's not having a mental because oh, now I see your comments because he's what do you call it? He's got epilepsy. Sorry, right? Let me just oh, I didn't see your comments before. I'm cool. I'm cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Don't float the hands that feed the bank balance. But this is the thing. YouTube don't mind you calling them out. YouTube don't mind you calling them out. In fact, they expect it. This is where they have a soft policy. And I didn't know this till recently, but when it comes to criticising YouTube, they're pretty much open for you saying almost anything. They have accepted that's part of the territory, and because it's concerning them, they can't be sued for it because they're the ones that are being called it. So they don't mind. If it makes money, you've got to understand they are a capitalist company. If it makes money and it doesn't cause liability, it's accepted. And so, therefore, if you're slagging off YouTube, even as a creator, they don't give a fuck. They'll still monetize you. They don't care. As long as you're not creating a liability problem for them, they don't give a fuck. Crazy, but true. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, mate. I know, and the thing is, like me moaning about it makes me feel bad because I know that everybody has got to be there, and I've been really lucky. I've been really, really lucky that I've had my parents in my life to literally my 50th birthday. Literally. I've been so lucky. But at the same time, with that comes the fact that you get even closer to them and it's the day you fear, or you always fear. But thank you. You're welcome. Good to see you, Missy. Good to see you, Tina. If there's anybody I've missed, please forgive me and don't act like that other person that blocked me and acted all butthurt over just for attention. Like, I can't handle it at the moment. Yeah, and what they did was they gambled on it not being serious, and well, they've lost. But all to play silly paranoid games with me that didn't need to be, literally didn't need to be played. I literally said in my video, if there's anybody I forgot, I'm bound to forget. Why would you make it about yourself unless you are a sociopath? So nobody else did. Nobody else felt the need to. What does that tell you? I'm not putting up with that shit. And the kid is just constant. It's constant. And you know the other thing as well is the same person. I've apologised for shit I haven't done. I've acted submissive when I should have not been, just to try and show some kindness and some understanding. But after this, I don't care if they live or die. I truly don't. And I don't mean I wish them death, because I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But if they got hit by a car tomorrow, okay, it's not a problem to me. And I mean and that's not words. It's just a fact. And they've done that to themselves. You know, I I would have, even now, I would have legitimately fought people off to protect that person, but it just comes to a point of snapping, and now I would just watch them get run over. It's just that simple. I'm sorry, I know that sounds terrible, but there's only so many times you can forgive someone, and it's been many times over the years. Hey, yeah, hey, good to see you, Stephen. The English Lioness. Hey, good to see you. It's good to see you. So many good names, so many good people. Sorry, it's been a while since we've done a live. You know, I've missed doing the lives and that. And do you know, honestly, that's often the biggest reason why people unsubscribe is the lack of lives. I've missed you guys. You know, that's why soaps on TV were always so popular. Yep, absolutely. Do you remember Free Deirdre Barlow? Do you remember Free Deirdre Barlow? What the fuck? 17 million people fucking complaining about a fake character being put in jail. The most talked about, watched thing in Britain. Rumble is the most free speech platform. True. You're welcome, Bitsy. Gonna address you as Bitsy. Our parents are alive for safety net. Yeah, and they are, like, I don't know if it's the same for you, but I imagine it is. Sometimes we're like genetic copies of our parents, both mentally and physically. Not always, but often. And I was like with my dad. I am with my dad, and that means a lot to know there's someone else in the world that literally twitches the way you twitch, itches for the reason that you itch. That's crazy. It's like having a twin. You know. I don't want to talk about this. I just realised. Sorry. Morning, Stefan. Good to see you, mate. The world will end. Sorry, that was funny. Sorry. Okay, Jason Place. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I tend to apologise too much. Thank you, mate. Did you keep yourself plugging in the hairdryer? Deirdre Barlow. Oh, is that how she died? Is it? Fuck knows. I don't know how she died. I just remember the whole fucking hospital shit. Jail stuff. That was back in the days when I was aware of what was going on television. And I just found it hilarious. But also, like, wow. People wouldn't care this much if a fucking toddler had walked into the road. Do you know what I mean? But Deirdre Barlow was getting everybody's empathy. She didn't even exist. Excuse me. So I wanted some time alone, so I decided to go camping for a couple of days. So we've had freezing cold weather through May, as you know. So it was supposed to warm up Thursday, Friday, but Thursday's going to be cold because you've had a month of freezing. It doesn't warm up like that, even the temperature's going up. And then on top of that, the temperatures really don't get going until Saturday. Saturday, the kids are off. What I didn't realise is it's fucking school week off next week. So I was like, whoa, what happens if I don't go on the 21st, and if I was to leave, go on the other side of the weekend? Yeah, they're off all week. The kids are off all week. Oh, so it's going to be 25, 26 all week, and the kids are off. I don't really want to be at a campsite then. Okay, so what's the weather going to be like when the kids go back? Oh, it's going to drop down to 17 again. Okay, so I've got to go. So fuck it. I'm going on the 20th. I might bring the phone with me. Um, but yeah, it'd be to do something quick and then get out. I'm going to try a new tent. I'm going to take the dog. and I was going to do this ages ago anyway. Like I say, so I might well take the camera or film, or even if I don't go live, film something for when I come back. You know, because it'd be a good location to film. So it'd be good. There's stuff I've already got to film for you guys that would be kind of awesome to film on location like that. So I will probably end up doing something like that, even if I don't go live, and I'll be quite looking forward to making those videos for you. Um, but if I do, I'll show you a little bit of where I am. It's just I wouldn't normally go like official camping like this, but it does give me where I don't have transport. It gives me an opportunity to go deep. Sorry, deep into the New Forest, deep into other places on foot where I can't get from here. So yeah, and it also gives me a chance to be alone. So and if I do it before the kids are off, then the place I'm going is one of the very few big campsites down here that's just huge without much in the way of amenities there. So you have just got a lot of forest to walk around. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So um, perfect for isolation. But like I say, when the kids are off school, obviously I don't know what it would be like. I just don't fancy being there next week and find out that it just fills up with people because they don't forget it's a national park now, and on top of that, nobody's had any good weather for a long time now. People are going to want to get out. You can't blame them. Want to get the kids out, so don't blame them. It's just not been fun around that when you would be alone, is it? So I think it'll be. I think it'll be Thursday, Friday. That's shocking. That's funny as fuck. Brookside. Oh God, I remember that. Hazel. Hey Dave. It is remarkably small. I'm not surprised by that actually. She also married an illegal. Oh, that's funny as fuck. I'm not gonna say a word. If it's not the right day, I'll end up saying something. Yeah, I probably will. Thinking of Ken Barlow's first wife. Maybe her name wasn't Deirdre. I don't know how many wives he had because, oh, he was just boring Ken to me. They all look the fucking same to me. You soap actors all look the fucking same to me. 45. Ben, Ben, sort it out. 45-year-old divorced trollop with 20-year-old illegal. Great storyline conditioning me thinks. Fuck Coronation Street. Oh, Tom talking about good weather while my dog has refused to go outside because of the weather. No, it's freezing. It's fucking horrible. It's supposed to be 17, down where I am, 17 Wednesday, 19 Thursday. It was going to be 21, but because I booked going away, it's just dropped down 2 degrees. Next day 23, then sort of hovering between 25 to 26 to 24 to around that area for about a week. But that is unless it arrives slightly later because it's already late. It's a day late. It's exactly what I predicted. If you go back a few videos, so I'm looking away from the camera because I'm trying to think. If you go back a few videos, I said to you that, in fact, if you go back and look at the beginning of May or even the end of April, it's sometime in April maybe, I said to you, oh no, it looks like in May. It was in April. It was in April. I said to you, it looks like in May we go like this. It was in April. I said, it looks like we go like this and we don't come back up until about the 20th of May. Do you remember? If you don't, it's I've said it a couple of times, but it's in April videos and again in May. And I said, but I'm not sure about the up, whether it will really happen. But I saw it coming up around the 20th of May. I was out by, well, it was going to be a day. So it would have been the 21st that happened. But it looks like maybe 2 days now. So I would have been out by 2 days, which sucks a bit more. But you could see it. And why they weren't forecasting it, I don't know. I'm even still dubious about this warm weather, but it looks locked in now. But it didn't look like there was a chance that that up part that I was seeing around the 20th, there was a chance that that would never that would be stopped as well. If that had happened, then you would be talking the 12th of June, before we would have had any more good weather. So when this weather ends, I'd be looking around the 12th of June before you're going to see anything more. And I'm sure you wanted a weather forecast from a dickhead like me, didn't you? Oh dear. TV program equals your mental program. It's probably lucky I don't watch TV then. Seriously. Because when the adverts used to come on, I used to think, this is nuts. What am I watching? I'm watching insanity crammed in and then played between what I'm trying to watch. In pure insanity, those adverts. I don't know what they're like these days. I'm talking 15, 20 years ago, but they were nuts. Just absolute nuts thrown at you to sell a product. And I thought, I can't do this. I mean, fuck the license, fuck, because I don't even want to watch this. I can't consume this product in this way. That's what stopped me. That's the truth. It wasn't some moral, it was, I can't consume this product like this. So I just went out and bought a DVD of it. If I want to watch something, I'll do it without all that madness. I don't know how it doesn't drive people crazy. Yeah, exactly, mate, with the TV. You remember? Thank you, Dave. Yeah, see, I said it, didn't I? I said it. So I'm a couple of days out, but the 20th I was really holding on to because of the fixed date. But yeah, the thing is with weather, even if you get it right, like that time, this time, it never is to the day. You can't, or I can't get an air masses movement right to the very day. I've tried, and I'm always within. Like this is actually pretty close, a day or two. It's to be forecasting that like back in April is fucking hard, and you've got to put your neck out there to say it because most of the time you look like a twat, and so I won't do 50-50s. You've got to put it out there, but you could see it. You could see it, and yet they were frightened to forecast it, and they got all the equipment. It's just strange. Strange. Anyway, never know what you're going to get with the weather, Tom, but you are spraying shit in the skies when we... Do you know the crazy thing about what they're spraying in the fucking sky as well? Is that the fucking shit's going to blow away. What the fuck are they doing? Oh, let's not get into it now. They're mental. They're fucking mental. They're going to kill us all. Oh yeah, I'm deeply into the weather. It's just harder to talk about the weather on here now because of the weather manipulation that goes on and the people that think that it's all manipulated, as opposed to people like me that know that they try and manipulate it and they keep fucking it up and they're not quiet about what they do. They're very open about it. As Starmer has shown you his fleet of airplanes, for instance. They're nutters and they will keep trying to fuck with things that they shouldn't. But yeah, of natural weather patterns, I am a big fan. Even things like pyrocumulus, which isn't, well, it is natural, but we create it as well. All of that. Always been into it. I didn't want to know about the weather. I was interested in thunderstorms. And it's a bit like learning about politics or whatever else. You end up learning about history. And to learn about the thunderstorms, I ended up having to find out that I had to learn about all the boring weather that goes with it. And I really did have to learn hard, like a lot of work learning about the weather and watching. And in order to be able to track and not just track, but predict those thunderstorms. So I had to learn about all types of weather. So I never intended to learn about the weather. It was a byproduct of trying to learn about thunderstorms. I think a lot of them still believe their own shit, their own hype. Like the dim in the skies and that. I think some of them are stupid enough to actually believe it. Like they are stupid, They are not scientists. These are politicians. And it wouldn't surprise me if they thought that, yeah, blocking out our own climate, blocking out our own sun, even though everything we've ever tried like that before has always fucked us over, would be a really great idea. I can see them believing it. Because all the top scientists in the world are telling them you should be taking precautions against global warming, blah 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 blah. When the planet has warmed up and cooled down and warmed up and cooled down by itself over history, and we'll probably be wiped out and it will fix itself just fine. It doesn't need us to be messing with it, but they won't be happy. But the only thing I'll say to you is that, like I say, unless they are prepared to poison the atmosphere, which they may well do anyway, they've got no direct way of controlling everything at the moment. They can manipulate, they can affect, but control is another word. And these fucking idiots are like, I don't know how to put it. It's like watching maybe. It's like giving a toddler a massive great metal mallet and seeing what happens with it. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen with it, but you know it's going to be something bad. So, so it's the best way I can put it. But if you believe they perfected it, you believe it. I know different because I don't deal. I'm probably aware of what they did in the Vietnam War, but I know the science because I spent 20 years knowing rather than listening to YouTube or Joe's Joe's website. But we're all entitled to our opinions, so you're entitled to yours. But I just don't agree with it in any aspect whatsoever. If you think they're controlling the weather, then you find one man out there who's not attached to them that can do a weather forecast then. Because if they're controlling the weather, then it should be as easy to predict as me switching this video off in a minute. It should be. If it's not, that itself invalidates the theory. Just that alone, before we even get to the science. So you might want to think about that. But that's your opinion. I love thunderstorms. They're my favourite weather. That's why I got into it. You know? And when you do that, and when you sit hours and hours and hours watching it, and then also comparing that to the science, compare that to the numbers, when people just come out with statements, and because they've watched a few videos and documentaries to think they know something, it's like, yeah, you know something, but a little knowledge is dangerous, especially when you're looking at all of the same knowledge. And everybody I've spoke to, not everybody, but most people I've spoke to say the same thing. Yeah, I've read every weather conspiracy thing there is. How many real weather books have you read? None. Why? Oh, because you can't believe them. Okay. Okay, right. So if you went and bought a box of tea bags now, because you don't trust the company that makes the tea, would you completely ignore their instructions on how to make the tea and just pour hot water all over yourself in defiance then? You have to have a balance. You have to have a balance. Yeah, yeah. Just catching up. The stuff that they're putting up, coming down. Oh, that could happen as well. Do you know what? I hadn't even thought of that. That could happen as well, actually. Yeah, it could come back down. That's right. The other thing as well is how do they think they're going to keep it there? It's stupid. It's stupid. Yes, but you're saying it yourself, Stefan. Weather manipulation. You've just admitted your own flaw. Manipulation is not the same as control. Look those two words up. When you understand them both, you realize there's a fucking chasm of difference between manipulation and control. That's all I'm saying. You cannot, and nobody here, and not all of us together, and not every supercomputer on the world can calculate all the variables that make up the tides, that make up the seas, that make up the air, that make up wind flow, heat movement. None of it. None of it. And you would need to know every single conceivable variable in order to be able to do the things that are being suggested, as in total control is what I mean. So if you've got any way of saying how you would get 100% of variables in a potentially unlimited amount of variables, you have beaten the world's best supercomputers. That's no mean feat. Hazel O'Connor had right on the 7th day. Anyone own food can ask them what. So you're basing everything on your food growing. See, this is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's no validation to that, because that is an important piece of information to put with the rest, because it starts to build a picture. But it doesn't tell a whole story, does it? And this is what bothers me when people like you say stuff like this. You're using your food to tell an entire story rather than just saying it's not right here. That's what I'm saying. Is like that doesn't tell a whole story. It's not evidence of anything until you look into it. So, but it is evidence, possibly. But you also need to have it over a 10-year stretch. There's so many things you need to do that people don't do, say they do, pretend they do, and I can't be fucked with it because I've heard it before. Do you know what? I had someone who used to come on this channel all the time, and he used to say to me, "Oh, this is true, that's true, this is true," and I used to say, "Okay, oh, fine, show me. I will put it on the channel myself." And I meant it. It was a promise. I gave my word and I meant it. And they were going to get this camera, they were going to get that camera. And like the 20 people before them, they kept sending me messages saying, "Oh, I'm going to," and I said, "I'm not asking you, just when you're ready. I'm going to do it, all right, but I'm not asking you, I'm not pressuring you." And this went on for months and months and months. And then, just like everybody else, I got nothing. Because it's always the same. Talk. Just talk and big stories. And that's fine. It doesn't mean there's no truth to them. It doesn't mean that you might not be right. But this channel's about fucking evidence and truth. And trying to find that is really difficult. The biggest truth someone like me can say to you is, I don't know. Because it's the most fundamental point of finding out information. Saying, I know everything is exactly why I'm this side of the camera. It's exactly why I'm this side of the camera, why I believe I need to be this side of the camera. Because I know I don't know. But all these people that march up and down going, "Oh, I know, I know, I know." I haven't got time for them because you know fuck all. Not fuck all, that's not fair. You know something, but you're not working with other people to put that picture together. And there is a truth there, but we need to work together to get to it. While people have got using their egos and go, "Oh, I know more than you." Okay, be smart. Be smart. But where's it got you? Have you moved forward in life? Have you reached any of those goals? Have you opened people's minds? No, you've done none of that. So there must be something wrong with your approach. That's why, like me and Vin say to you sometimes, there's certain things that we know that we don't say on it because it would push certain people away. You've got to be slowly with certain things. You know, not just throw everything at people, because otherwise you're asking them to wear a tinfoil hat. And the reason you're asking them to wear a tinfoil hat is because you're asking them to just agree to a load of stuff without having it explained to them scientifically. That's not fair on them. And then if they disagree with you, you say, "Oh well, then you have a go at them for not believing it, and it's not fair." That you've got to be able to present. I've got to, not you. I've got to be able to present them with something true, something real, showable, provable. Otherwise, it's just another channel with a conspiracy theory. That's the problem I have. And that's bigger than any single opinion that I can get back through a chat, you know? Yeah, you've got eyes, Tom. So what are these? What are these, Stefan? Do I not have them as well? Does everybody else in the chat not have them as well? Or are you the smartest person in the chat? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying you're the smartest person in the chat? Because if that's what you're saying, Stefan, that's fine. Fuck you, can't be bothered with you. Yeah, because your ego's getting in the way. I just tried to say really calmly, don't let that happen. And now I'm saying fuck off. All right? Just fuck off. Because your ego's getting in the way. You're determined to win an argument. It's my channel. Don't like it. Fuck off. Because you're not trying to do this because you're right. You're trying to do this because your ego's telling you to. And it's so obvious because this is what you always do when you have an angry day coming on the internet. I'm going to tell the world how tough I am today, and I'm going to tell them I'm right. We all have days like it. I'm not having the best day myself, which is why I'm not putting up with your bullshit today, mate, because I'm not putting up with it today, all right? Go and do it on Vin's channel. See what you get over there. You get it anywhere you go. And that's, I'm always right, I'm always right, I'm always right, I won't back down. Fine. That's called ignorance, okay? It's not that I'm saying I can't be wrong about anything, but you persisting on being right about absolutely everything is half of the problem with society today. I can say I don't know. I've never seen you do it. You can't. You just can't. And that is the problem with people, especially online. People online are their worst selves. And some of you may think I'm being behaved badly at the moment. I'm not. I've got nothing to lose right now. Certainly don't care whether Stefan stays or goes. And I like Stefan. I do. I think he's a good bloke. He is a good bloke. I know that inherently he's a good person. But right now I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, my job isn't to sycophantically agree. My job is to care about people. And therefore, if I'm caring about people and if I'm doing an honest channel, it's not to just go with what's the easiest, not to go with it. That's what AI does. It goes with the least path of resistance. My path is one where I'm trying to be true, which means I can't just accept, oh yeah, every conspiracy theory everyone wants to come up with is true without evidence. And their evidence is I've got eyes. That's the sort of thing you expect from the left. I won't tolerate it. I don't have to. I'm ignoring you, mate. Fuck off. Yeah, just fuck off. I'm ignoring you. If Bill Gates wasn't rich, he would have been locked in an asylum. He's a crazy guy. Off. Get down now. Sorry. I never thought about him hitting the ground before. I never thought about him hitting the ground. Never even occurred to me because, like, I showed you the pyrocumulus the other day, yeah, and how it's formed. So those and there's the way those clouds were built. I have, yeah. I mean, I've heard about what happens when that lands in Scandinavia, and that never even occurred to me about that. Because I see it full, obviously. Again, Stefan, fuck off. Got no time for you. I'm not in the mood for you at the moment. And come back another day. I'm not interested. Please stop typing, or I'll time you out. I haven't got time for people that can't be wrong, or even take one back step or compromise. Fuck off. Should have said this to you a long time ago, to be quite frank with you. It's been coming for a long time. You've been earning this for a long time. So don't think this is just because of everything that's going on. It's been coming for a while. So you've earned it. So Spawn, where's Spawn? I didn't see Spawn. Oh, Spawn, good to see you, my man. And listen, Spawn, thank you. Really appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate it. Streaming, please be honest. Yeah, that's true. But Ben Lush's comment is actually really true. Yeah, he's absolutely right. What he said about the process. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. And it is the most natural process in the world. And that does get missed by people. And that's what I mean. Those are the things that frustrate you when I'm scared by a post-truth world. By a post-truth world means we've got no established way of establishing what is true. If we don't have an established way of if we don't have a way of establishing what is true, then we've got no chance of keeping our infrastructure going. We've got no chance of keeping the supply chain going. We've got no chance of keeping electricity in houses. All of that goes. And that is where we're headed. You do see that, right? We are headed for the end of society again. It's happened many times before, all the same ways. I've talked about it in this channel multiple times. Let's not go there again. But all empires have ended the same way. And another way is to reject all truth, which I understand why people are doing. They've been lied to so much, and so much is a lie or half truth. Or so to find the truth, what is the truth anymore? Right? Even I don't know. But if we don't have some established foundational truths, universal truths, let's call them, then we lose all sense of any meaning, which is exactly what destroyed all of our forefathers. A lack of meaning means a lack of cohesion, means no community, means no society. It certainly means no science. And science, whether people like it or not, got things done. No industry, nothing. It all collapses. That's why this is so important to me. This is not about winning a weather argument. I couldn't give a fuck. This is about evidence, facts, because what's at stake is people throwing the truth away. for anger. And you see it a lot with people the way they are, tribalizing around certain parties and stuff. It's the same sort of mindset. It scares me because my fellow man is, and we were doing it for a while and it didn't matter before, but some of my fellow men are like, they're willing to die on every hill of argument, of discussion, of debate. And it's like, they're not picking the battles wisely. And to argue the toss over something that you cannot prove, just say that weather's a great example. You may have great ideas, you may even have some evidence. I've got evidence. I've got more evidence than the people that would think that I don't think conspiracy theories exist. I do. I've actually put that footage on my YouTube many times. People just don't look at it because it's actual real science that shows that something was genuinely done to our weather. And unfortunately, that either does that with a lot of people, or it's too complicated for them to know what to do with, as it was me. I knew what I was seeing, but I didn't know what to do with it. That's the problem. So that's why it bugs me as well. It's not like I'm against the idea of whether conspiracy facts, because I've got some of them logged on my own computer from 2005. I'm sorry. I think that might be a hospital. What would they want? Sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting that number to come up. Okay, still typing. I said don't bother. Yep, see you later. Come back another time. I don't hate you, mate. Just come back another time. I don't hate him. He's a nice guy. But he just has his days where he wants to fight the world, and he's too old to fight the world, and I'm too old to fight the world. And me and Spawn had this conversation as well. We both wanted to take on, and we all get angry and we're all pissed off. But just being angry all the time and being right all the time doesn't help anybody, But he's a nice guy. His heart's in the right place. He does mean well, and he would help people, I think, if he had the chance. He's a good guy. So don't give him a hard time or nothing. He's a good guy. Yeah. It's just, my personality clashes a little bit with his because I don't like when people always think they're right. And like I say, I don't think that in person he's like that, but on the internet we can all be a bit like that, including me. Yeah. So with everything that we're going through and all the stresses that are being put on us, I don't blame him one single bit. We're frustrated, and so he's a good guy. So please don't give him no shit. Yeah, please. He's a good guy. Can I be honest with you about the phone call? I've done my bit, and there's nothing more I can do for my dad. I don't give a fuck what they want. Is that wrong with me? I'm sorry, I didn't know that. It's funny, I didn't know this. I started live before this, but does that make any sense? Like, I know certain things have got to be dealt with, but there's other family members that won't try and deal with that. So I don't know what they want with me, but at the same time, it's like, mate, I'm not going to rush to go and answer it so they can make me more miserable. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like the only time it was important to me to answer every phone call was when my dad was alive, because that's anything I can do to help him. But now he's gone. Well, yeah. When I get round to it, I'm talking to people. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Yeah, I do. Remember that, Ben. Thanks, Spawn. Thank you, mate. I appreciate this. Appreciate it. And again, I'm sorry to bring that up again. Like I said, I won't be bringing it up after this video. It was only because I started to bring it up. I should never have done. You shouldn't talk about your own personal shit online, because it loses you subscribers, and it's the wrong thing to do. And I only did it because I thought it was going to get better. I would never have done this, had something like this public. Jesus, I don't talk about things like this publicly. So I really put myself in a position. But since I did it, what can you do? So I felt like I needed it. I owed you an explanation. So like I said, there's two videos today. There's a live I did a little while ago, which starts this off. Then it crashed for no conceivable reason. Then I tried to do another one, it crashed immediately again. And then this one. So there's two really. It's the first one I did this morning, and this is the continuation of it now. So that probably make a bit more sense for them together. But I really came on to try and do a normal video, mostly as normal as possible, and just explain those few things that I explained. So yeah, I won't be talking about it after today. I'm just going to try and make videos for you guys. It'll do me good and keep it on this channel. And like I say, these things were never meant to be on here anyway. But after involving you, I felt I wanted to give you all an explanation and everything else. But then move off the topic in future videos, just for your sake, and also for mine as well, and keep it where I should have kept it before. That was my fault, and I apologise for that. But thank you. You've all been brilliant. You've all been brilliant. Yeah, I try and tell the truth, and see. I see the difference is when other people, not, when certain people say they're telling the truth, they think that means it equals I'm right. Whereas when I say I'm telling the truth, and you're right, I do always tell the truth, but when I say I'm telling the truth, that's with the caveat that I could always be wrong. It's the truth as I see it. It's the truth of all the evidence that I've got. It's the truth of everything that I know. It's the truth, but it's still always an opinion. Technically, Darwin's even theory of evolution is still a theory, right? It's opinion. So that's true of everything I've got to say. The only reason I'm dishonest is to try and get other people to be dishonest with themselves, with other people, because I believe if we've got a more transparent world, we could actually get somewhere. So yeah, it's my sense of honesty, and people may clash against that. But when they realize I'm not trying to be right, I hope they might realize it's not personal. It's I won't be baffled with bullshit. I won't be baffled with ego, and I certainly won't be bullied around on a day like today. You're going to lose. So, um, yeah, I need open-mindedness. That's the target audience. Not so I can brainwash them, so that they can go away and think for themselves and make up their own fucking minds. That's it. That's where we're aiming for. A bunch of critically thinking people. My God, can you imagine if you got fucking 10,000 critically thinking people, what you could achieve with them, as opposed to what other audiences get built? Let's just leave it at that. You know, Makes you think, doesn't it? Nobody wants a lot of very, very capable people together. Many of you out there are more capable than I am. Wow, wouldn't it be amazing if I got you guys together actually doing something cool? You never know, maybe one day. But it'd be better than some of the idiots I see them trying to get together because they're scared of anybody more capable, because somebody more capable may be able to take power away. See how it works? That's why incapable people always seem to be ordering you around at work. There's a reason for that. So capable people are dangerous. Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, listen. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it's a bit of a bumpy road. Again, to Stefan, who's almost certainly still watching. I love you, buddy. It's not personal. I just don't think you realize you come on here very bullish sometimes. And I can meet that energy all the way, but I'm trying. It's not really because I want an argument with you, buddy. It's because I'm trying to show you where that gets us. And it's nowhere. It's stalemate. there's another way and there's a better way. And I say that because I'm your friend. Otherwise, I would have just kicked you or ignored you, but you're my friend, and I'm trying to tell you that because I care. So I hope you see that, mate, and realize that it's not an attack. I just I can't deal with people saying I'm right. That's it. You can't do that anymore. We're in too dangerous times. We've got to be able to accept that each other might be wrong in order to appreciate that what we might be right about as well. Times are just too dangerous. That's all. And I feel like I'm trying to protect people. And the bigger the channel gets, the more that feeling's going to be there. See, Stefan's there. Bless you, Stefan. Take care, mate. Thank you, buddy. Stefan's a good guy. I'll be right. I'll be right. Um, yeah, I'll be right. Don't worry about me. Yeah. If anything I do on this channel is, hey, good morning, Sparks. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just about to go. I'm so sorry. But it's great to see you and thank you for everything. Thanks for coming on. Listen, guys, thanks for modding that as well. And everything. And Stefan, if you can control your temper, I was going to offer you to be a mod at some point. I shouldn't have said it that way, should I? I'm joking a bit though, but if ever it is a position you're interested in, let me know. But I don't want to go and sort out phone card. What do they want from me? Leave me alone, you know? What the fuck do they want from me? But yeah, I realize I'm probably a bit hyper, so I'm going to get off of here. But if anything I do, that's it. If anything I do on this channel is useful to you or you feel I don't know, offers anything, please give me a like. And conversely, if not, please give me a dislike. I found out, as I said in recent times, that like dislike bullshit actually does do something. And what it does is it recommends you to other users. And I've never really seen the results of it before, but about 70% of the people new that come in through those recommends. So like or hit, if you wouldn't mind hitting like or dislike at the end of this, I would really appreciate it. Um, Thanks, Tina. Thanks, everybody, and you've all been brilliant. And I will, like I say, I'll try not to talk about this particular topic, after this video today, but we will keep making videos. We keep moving forward because we need to, right? And because they'll probably do me some good anyway. But yeah, just understand that the even if I listen, I'm gonna get things wrong, but I'm chasing. Sorry, I'm I'm constantly chasing the truth, and it's a noble goal, but I've got to try constantly not to fuck it up, and that's what worries me. Is truth at the moment is variable, and it's the worst place for someone like me to be. Do you know what I mean? Because there used to be sources, and now it's all up in the air. So it's a hard time. If you look at a lot of historians and that, for instance, they're struggling at the moment because they know, and everybody's struggling with their sense of self. So that's what worries me about people. Right. Love you guys. Take care. You're all awesome. Thank you so much for the messages. Sorry I didn't see your first set of chats, but like I say, it cut off. But at least I got to see the second part. So trying's the important bit, absolutely. Take care, everyone. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm Tom Fury. This is Zero News. I'm calling it a day for now, everybody.